Hattori Takaban has a strong sense of justice and just cannot help confronting those who choose to form malice acts. Furthermore, Hattori is actually a girl who likes to disguise herself as a boy. After hearing rumors that her best friend was tricked by the popular host of a local club, Haku proceeds to punish the evildoers. Upon arriving at the club, however, she is challenged by the so-called survival gang by the host, Masuri Makasho, where the first person hit by the bullet of a toy gun will lose. After a destructive fight, which resulted in Haruto's loss, Masume forces the young boy to join his survival game team named Toy Gun Gun in order to repay the cost of the damage that he has caused inside the club. Although she is intentionally unhappy with this turn of events, Haru really begins to enjoy what survival game has to offer and is determined to pay off her debt, much to the dismay of Toru Yukimo, the other member of Toy Gun Gun. As time goes on, Haru begins to develop a close friendship with the rest of the team and helps take part in their realizing that their dream of winning the top combat game, TCG, a tournament which decides the best survival game team in Japan. Although Hatori tries her best, there are just two little problems. She's absolutely terrible at the game, and Toy Gun Gun doesn't allow female members on their team. This anime has about 12 episodes, premiered July 3rd, 2015 to September 18th, 2015. Based off a popular manga series, it does have a sequel, has action, comedy, and sports. The demographic is shounen. Each episode is 20 minutes per episode and rated PG-13. Now let's get started into the review. What I really like about Hattori Mako's Machinegun is that, one, it is recommended to me by my lovely subscriber, so thank you again. And also, the story is really interesting because it goes in the very point of view of the main character, Takaban Horito, which each of the episodes flow very fluidly, very freely, and it's not slow paced, not very fast paced, like right in that middle, right in that sweet spot where it goes at the right pace. It does give off compared to the Orange Host Club with the girl disguising as a guy per se, but I feel like these two anime give off very different storylines. But we're back to the similarity of where the two girl protagonists are dresses up by boys. But besides that, the storyline is very easy to follow, very easy to understand, and as the story begins to unravel in front of us as the audience, and we kind of figure out where it's heading, it could be very well predictable at times, and still a very good anime to watch. I think there's sometimes a bit of a rush between some of the episodes, but the story really does adapt well to these rushes that it's been given, and also along with the comedic effect in this anime that the scenes very play off well of each other, and it did make me laugh a lot. The animation, was good, and I think also when we have animation that's best for a combat gun scenario game, it works really well, and I think the voice actors really match up the characters well, and also they are portraying, the voice actor who is the main protagonist, who's disguised as a boy, really does make it sound like she's actually a boy. Normally when you have girl characters disguised as a boy, it sounds like a girl, but this wasn't the case. It really does actually sound like a straight male's voice and not a girl at all. One time when it comes to her having to change, and I think she really did well. She fit the role very perfectly. And I think also with Aoharu Kajisho, especially good how characters are actually portrayed, especially in the opening where the voice actors make sure the voices sound like the character they're actually producing. And I think also with the characters, they're all very well developed, well rounded. They have their strengths, they have their weaknesses, and the characters react in such a natural, genuine way in certain situations that makes me laugh every time, because their reactions what I would expect them to how to react in a realistic way, and I feel like with some of these characters I can relate for them versus other anime that I've seen that they have really strong character development, and you wouldn't notice this at first as the first episode, but as you continue to watch each episode after each episode, you kind of get that click in your mind that yes, these are the character developments that you kind of relate to, and for all the characters in this anime have very different personalities, and it's very enjoyable to see them change over time with each episode and see them become adapting, becoming a better person than what they originally were starting out in the first episode. I really enjoy this anime a lot. Even if you want to recommend this anime to a non-anime fan, I think they really enjoyed it a lot, or a manga reader could actually enjoy this. I think overall it'd be a good anime to rewatch. It has that unique factor that you don't see every now and then. I think also that really threw me for the top was the combat and the tournament that the games are held in, for this one in particular, which I really enjoyed a lot. The opening, the insides are really good. I really enjoyed it a lot. The character development is really well, especially like watching overall, like how she's kind of helping her new group, and while she's paying back her debt, you know, she wants them to be the best survival team in Japan. And I won't say too much away, but I think it was really good how she like combated her voice, had her voice to be from girl to a guy. I think that was really nice disguise for her part, but also like she's like kind of like saying that for her friends, which is really interesting and intriguing because you don't see that a lot of female protagonists. You know, they'd be like the damsel in distress or, you know, things like that. But it was really well-rounded anime that I really enjoyed a lot and definitely recommend. If you haven't seen it already, definitely check it out and let me know what you think. But until then, I see you next time for another dun dun anime review, and I will see y'all next time. Until then, bye.